Hi guys, welcome to Educator Dr. Mom TV. So today's lesson is an education lesson and it's focused on learning through everyday activities. And so some of the feedback that I've gotten from parents over the years is that it's very difficult to fit in learning at home outside of school just because of the busyness of life, and also because, you know, kids go to school all day, parents work all day, and they want to have fun and enjoy each other, you know, when they're out of school. And I am all about that life. I think that the relationship between parents and children should for sure be one that is not constantly stressed with the pressures of school. I've seen that before, and it has done detriment to relationships. And so the way that you can balance that is to just, you know, incorporate learning in everyday activities. Let your children cook with you, take them to the grocery store so that, and let them keep track of money, you know, the amount of money that you're spending, which for me is going to be a very benefit one day. Actually, I used to do that with my mom. We used to go grocery shopping. My mom was on a tight budget. My daddy didn't play. And I used to carry the calculator with her while she shopped. And I kept track of everything that we spent. And so that way she was always able to stay on budget. And if I would have practiced that, I wouldn't have struggled. If you watched a previous video of mine with my grocery shopping budget tips that I had to incorporate for myself because it was hard for me to stay on budget, and a calculator would have helped. But anyway, I digress. Those are basic, just a couple of basic examples that you can build in learning with your everyday routine. Driving down the street with your little ones and asking them what the meaning of the lights are, or can you read that street sign, or do you know what direction we're traveling in? Just very basic things you can incorporate learning into, just to support your children's learning. And let me also emphasize the importance of just common sense, practical knowledge that our children are void of. You wouldn't believe the children that don't know their address. Like, when you ask them their address, they tell you what street they stay on. That is not your address. That is like gut-wrenching to me when I ask a middle schooler if they know their address and they say they live on 12th Street. So just, I think that we could, if we slow down the pace a little bit, we could find a lot of things that we could be teaching our children indirectly, just as we interact with them every day. Just dinner table conversation could be a learning activity. You could just, you know, just having a conversation. Some children, some adults struggle to just have conversations because we are of the text messaging era. And so just practical life skills our children are not getting. And so I just encourage you parents to just, whatever you're doing in your every day-to-day activities, you could turn it into a learning something. Just having learning things around your house, you can easily build them into just your everyday routines if you like. And so I hope that this video gives you some ideas and some suggestions, some tips on practical ways that you can incorporate learning into your child's everyday activities. And I would love to hear from you and let me know what activities you're doing with your children at home every day, just basic everyday things. I would love, love, love to hear that. So please comment below. If you need specific answers to any questions, leave me a comment. I'll be for sure to answer. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you took value from something today. If so, be sure to click that red button and subscribe. I upload videos every week. And I hope to see you guys back here soon. Bye. So here's some practical examples. One of the times that I take advantage of is brushing teeth. That is when we're not in a rush. But when we have some extra time, we sing a song about brushing our teeth. We talk about the right way to do it, the important way to do it. We talk about how many teeth they have in their mouth, how many teeth I have in my mouth, and just the basics. Another time I take advantage of learning is during the time when we eat. During lunch, we have some extra time, and so I always try to keep some flashcards of some sort on the refrigerator so that while we're eating, we can talk about the types of food that we're eating, or we can go over colors or shapes or numbers or anything like that. But I really try to talk to them a lot while we eat. Of course, when my mouth is not full. Another time I try to take advantage of learning is when we're getting ready in the morning. And so I try to have things just hanging up in their room that we can use whenever we're in there, whether we're playing or getting ready. And so, for example, when I'm getting my son ready, I give my daughter the teaching hand and she goes over her sight words or her numbers or her letters, or she tries to teach him something. That always works out well. And then, of course, he gets a chance as well with the little hand. So one resource I love to use is this app called Vroom. It gives age-appropriate, everyday, practical activities that you can do with each of your children. So on this specific day, I did an activity with them, or let them work on an activity while I was cooking. My son worked on his colors and my daughter worked on memorizing and matching the different color socks. On another day, my son practiced recognizing the first letter of his name and the color of a crayon. So these are practical things that I can do every single day that really just kind of enrich their education.